Hey guys, another video here, another statue that I'm really excited for. Lincoln's back here waiting to make this video. He's been waiting for a little while now to do some cleaning. This cold, dreary, rainy day, but this week was awesome because a lot of statues that I ordered came in. I wasn't even expecting half of them to get here, but this one, I pre-ordered it last year. They sent me the final thing this week on Monday evening or Tuesday, and I had it by yesterday, and I was so excited because, like I said, the Alien Big Chap Iron Studios Art Scale 1/10 statue. Got the cool. It's got some cool box art to it as well. I mean, you got the Xeno up front, a Big Chap. That was the name of the alien from the original Alien film. My #1 favorite movie all time, hands down. Eggs were on the ship. So the other side here, the rest of the back of the alien. There you gotta get the rotation there. Starts over here. Eggs, Xeno, face and head. His back, and then what the statue will look like unboxed here, which we are going to do. I'm really pumped for this one. I was really looking forward to this one. So let's get started here. Lincoln decided to lay exactly where I wanted to sit, but that's okay. Lincoln. Oh, he decided to move. He's going over to his bed. And he's going to do the bulldog thing where he's just going to give us the side eye and stare at the TV, which currently has a werewolf movie that I like to watch on rainy days called Howl, which it's currently on Amazon. I have it on YouTube because it is free on YouTube through Film Rise Movies. There's a subscription channel there. I don't know. It's a full movie. It's good. But here we go. We're getting into this. We're going to start, as always, with the base. Oh, look at that. You got the egg. You got part of a hive coming up here. I keep forgetting to show you guys the bottom of these statues. They do put on there. Alien Big Chap, Art Scale 1/10. Designed in Brazil. I never have to pay tariff from Brazil, so I'm guessing. Okay, there's a little piece of. Alright, there's a little piece. I believe it's part of its mouth. Maybe it's in our mouth. I'm not sure yet. I'm giddy. I'm kind of giddy, guys. Alright, we got an arm. The right arm. Nice detailed. You can see those claws, they're metallic looking. Got a little elbow hook there. Because xenomorphs, they like to cling on the surfaces, meld themselves into their own hive structure. We got the left arm. And they hide out waiting for their prey. What's this little one here? Ooh. The face hugger. Oh man, look at that. Lots of detail in that. Oh. Which I know exactly where that goes, right into the egg. Let's see here. What's this one? Oh. Silk packet down the bottom. There we go. We got some foam protecting the tail. And then we got, oh, wait, there's another little piece here. Ah, okay, there's two different mouths. So we got one mouth that's just the teeth showing. And we got another mouth with the inner mandible coming out, the inner mouth coming out. Used to either stun or kill whatever is in its way. Okay, oh, the big boy himself. Oh man, the detail. Sorry. I had to take him in for a second. I mean, nice and smooth, but you can see the ridges just ever so slightly underneath to that skull up front. H.R. Geiger, who designed the alien. His back, the tubular spines that secrete the resin to make the hive from the box. Let's just set him down. And you kind of see in the background here, there, my second statue. Like I said, I wanted to surprise you guys with some of these ones that I bought. This one came from Iron Studios because it is a new release. Like I said, the pre-orders just finished production. Those of us who had pre-ordered the statue, I'm going to drag all the pieces over here so you can see me putting this together. Ugh. Sit down and take it easy on my back, which has been causing me some grief lately. Getting old sucks. But yeah, I had pre-ordered this last year, and I kept emailing them because I missed out on getting Deathstroke. Deathstroke is a great DC villain, both of Batman and the Teen Titans, and I just kept emailing them about Big Chap. Like, I don't want to miss it. I missed out on Deathstroke when it came up. I bought it. I thought I was going to get it, and then I get an email a few days later. Oh, we overestimated our how many people really would want this statue. And it's like, it's freaking Deathstroke, and it's awesome looking. I might be able to find it eventually, but right now I'm focused on the ones I already have, and I still have others pre-ordered. Like, I have the Jungle Hunter Predator pre-ordered as well, which I'm pretty excited for, because Predator is another great franchise, and they tie in with Alien. Oh. Thanks, Lincoln. You want to shove into me? Yeah, look, it's the Xenomorph. And it's Big Chap. Alright, so we're going to get him. There we go. He just slides right on. Yeah, you sniffing him. You sniffing him. That's the alien. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. You gonna sit here and watch? Alright, so we got his torso and legs put in there. Let's do the tail. Right in his bone. Let's find the hole. There it is. Right over here. Oh, right like that. I love how easy it is to put these together. The magnets that are built into them just snap right on there. And he's nice and stable. He's just standing on that part of the hive with the egg in front of him, and boom, the face hugger goes in right like that. And we got his left arm and his right arm. Let's see. Is that the position it goes? I mean, it's not gonna. Kind of hard to see because of his the tone of his body, it's kind of hard to see it. Go with the, okay, so it should, no, he's putting it in his shoulder. There we go. There we go. Again, love this movie. Great soundtrack. Ridley Scott did a great job with the film. Let's see it with that mouth in. Upside down. Maybe. Again, because of the angle that I'm at, and his dark tone of his body, it's really hard to see. Oh, this fits right up in there. There, it's snapped. It's in. There we got Big Chap with the closed mouth, looking just sick. Like something you don't want to run into in a dark alley. But we're going to pull that mouth off. If we can. I've got... Gotta figure out a way to get that mouth off there. This magnet's really tight. This is not the mouth we're going to leave on here. I'm going to take him off to do this. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. I didn't break it, but gotta be very careful when you get this. If you get this statue, very thin tubules on either side, here and here of his mouth. There we go. I got it. All right, we got that one out. Let's get this one in. There. Oh, that's even better. Yeah. Now he's looking good. And the foot does have a little peg, metal peg there. So when you do line it up, and it fits right in. It just is beautiful. This is just like a gorgeous statue of a xenomorph. Now they do have up for pre-order from Alien 3, the dog alien, as they call it. Like I said, in the director's cut it comes out of the cow, in the normal cut it comes out of the dog, and they call it a runner. They have the runner over top of Ellen Ripley, bald, because she's in the prison, Fury 161. They have that one up for pre-order. I am not going to get it because I'm really still hoping that there are 3 different aliens I would really like to see them come out with, and with a new Alien games coming. They announced Alien Isolation 2, which if you played the first one, which I've never beat it because it freaking terrifies me to play it in the dark, but there's no other way to play that game. You got to play it in the dark. You have to feel the atmosphere. The one, and that one was just announced. They haven't set a release date for it that I've heard yet. But the one that's coming out real soon, I'm mildly excited for it because it's an Alien game. I'm gonna play it. Fireteam Elite 2, Aliens Fireteam Elite 2. One feature that I did see that they're adding in this one that wasn't in the first Fireteam Elite was the pulse rifle, the M41A pulse rifle, the mainstay of the Colonial Marines. Didn't have a grenade launcher function, but they're doing that for this one. Plus, instead of 3-person co-op, it's going to 4-person co-op, which is cool because it is a co-op game, and the bots in the first one just suck. But maybe with the advancements in AI, their bots will be a little better because I don't have a microphone, and I'm probably just going to use whatever bots they have, or the people that they randomly assign to you are just going to get really annoyed with me for not having a microphone yet. Something I need to get, I know, but I'm in no rush. I play a lot of single player games. I'm not a big multiplayer guy. I prefer story driven elements. I know you're not going to get much of that with Fireteam Elite. There was some story to it, but you were just meant to play it with friends, and I don't have any friends that play that game, so. And I'm playing it now. I played it on console, and I did play it with some friends on there, but I haven't hooked up my console in over a year because I've been playing on PC. Everything's on PC. In fact, today, because it's such a rainy, dreary day, and I haven't played the remastered version of The Sinking City, and I know they're getting ready to have their beta for The Sinking City 2, which I pre-ordered the collector's edition of because I did the Kickstarter, because I wanted the Deep One statue that they're doing with that. So that's on pre-order. So that'll be another statue that when I get, I'll do an unboxing for. We got Big Chap. And this is just going to be a double statue video. I'm going to go right into the next one. I'm going to try and keep him in frame so you can see him while we're doing this second one. I'm just going to go right into it. Just make this one whole video because I'm excited. This was a Comic-Con exclusive from Iron Studios. I had to buy it third hand from a company in Australia, so I did have to pay tariffs. From a company called Pop Culture in Australia. Sent me this little ad. It's like a little action figure. Zombie Bigfoot action figure. It's just an ad. It's just a piece of paper, but it's funny. I might just get a little frame and hang that on my wall too. It'll go with all the other art prints that I have to get frames for. I need to just go to like Hobby Lobby or something. There's also a photo place in the area that I can get frames, small frames. I might just, I don't know. I've got so many. I got to take measurements for everything. But yeah, they are based in. Visit us at home in Geelong, Victoria. I'm going to get this up close so you can see. I hope there's not too much glare there. You can check it out. I went online. I just did a search. Now, I didn't search for this one necessarily, but they had it, so I grabbed it. What I was searching for, which I'm going to pull down, this Predator statue. We're going to unbox that. But what I was searching for, and I found, that we're going to do next week, was It, Pennywise statue from Iron Studios. So I got that. I got this Iron Studios convention exclusive that they had, which is the... I'm going to have to move him because the box is big for this guy, but I'll move him back in frame when we put him together. But yeah, Pop Culture. They're not endorsed with me or anything. I've just bought these statues from them. So I got the Pennywise It statue. I also got, which we're going to do next week when we do Pennywise, Army of Darkness Ash 1/10 scale statue. I'm not going to show you the back because this guy's cool. I had looked for this statue before and I had found it. I had also found larger sizes, but I wanted to fit in my statue case because I want it on my horror shelf. Want him up there with Pennywise. I want him up there with Chucky and Michael Myers. I want him on that shelf because he's the kind of guy that would fight those things. But the convention exclusive one that they had at Pop Culture, I'm not going to show you the ad again. I'll show it to you next week when I show the other two do the other two statues. So I'm going to stick it right over there, that ad. Greyback. The Elder Predator from Predator 2. This is a convention exclusive. They have still on the pre-order for Iron Studios the Jungle Hunter from Predator 1. This guy is the Elder One. At the end of Predator 2, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the movie, it came out in the 90s, get your head out of a hole and watch the movies. Predator is a great franchise. We're going to break them down Predator 1, classic film, probably in my top 10. I mean, I've never sat down and written a top 10. Alien, of course, my number one, Alien. But Predator, as a franchise, would be in my top 10. Not all of them would be watched, but Predator 1 and 2, definitely. Predator 1, iconic for the people they have in the film. Schwarzenegger, Jesse the Body Ventura, Carl Weathers, oh, the guy that played Billy. The guy that played Billy, who they had to have a bodyguard. Not to protect him, but to protect other people from him in case he got drunk. Because I guess he liked to get drunk and get into fights with people. It's pretty sad when they had to hire a bodyguard to protect everyone else from you. But yeah, we got Greyback, the Elder Predator. We got the Iron Studios logo. We got very pretty picture of him. Predator 2. His sword coming out the side here. Art scale 1/10. I'm excited. And there's a statue on the back, what it's going to look like all put together, which is going to be our guiding tool here as we are unboxing and putting this together right now. But yeah, had to order this. Wasn't expecting it to arrive as early as it did. I mean, the last notification I got was it was being transferred to my carrier from Customs in Los Angeles, and that was like the 18th or something. So it got here. From the time I ordered it to the time it got here was 8 days. That's a pretty good turnaround from Australia, going through customs and all that. Well, I mean, ooh, this guy's a nerd. What's he ordering? Statues. I swear this box, which like I said, this was Ash, Pennywise, and Greyback. My postal carrier had to love that. It wasn't that heavy. But usually these statues, like Iron Studios, always sends through FedEx. This one came through, well, the Australian Post, which I guess is their post office, and transferred to our postal carrier, the post office, obviously. Here we go. We got her cut open. Lincoln, we're opening a new statue. He's just laying in his bed. He's just miserable because yesterday it rained, and today it's been raining. Okay, I'm going to cut the bottom because the base is pretty big. Usually I like to just be able to fold it over, but not with this one. Alright. Cool. Alright, nothing stuck in the top. Let's slide that down the table there. Alright, as usual, let's start with the base. That's why it wouldn't just fold open. It was a big base. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we have Predator 2, Greyback, 1/10 art scale, Elder Predator, Iron Studio event exclusive. Again, it was in the Comic-Con. I saw a video of them at their Comic-Con, and I was like, I wish I could just fly to Mexico City and go to the Mexico City Comic-Con so I could just go to the Iron Studios booth and buy statues. There we go, the base of the ship. We got an alien, not xenomorph, but it looks like a little a gray alien. A couple gray alien skulls, and human skulls. And the base is like the ship, because that's where you meet him at the end of the film, when good old Danny Glover kicks the crap out of the city hunter. Can't tell if this is something or I'm assuming it's something because it is in a bag here. Yeah, it's something. Something. Oh. Oh. I'm just going to pop those right there. Oh my goodness, look at that. Little necklaces, or I'm guessing like trophy necklaces. But those are delicate little things. We're just gonna slide them gingerly to the side there. Alright, let's start here. Because I believe this is probably, it's a head. It's a Xeno head. We're gonna, okay, I see where that goes, yeah. So we got a Xenomorph head trophy, as shown in Predator 2, which linked aliens with Predator. Let's see what we got here. I bet you this is his plasma caster. I bet you this is his shoulder-mounted plasma caster, and it is all gingerly wrapped. Yeah. There we go. It's a plasma caster. Alright, we're just gonna sit there. Lots of little pieces with this one. I'm guessing because this is a convention exclusive, it's more limited. There's his hand. The pistol, the trophy pistol that he gives Danny Glover's character, Harrigan. Detective Harrigan. At the end of the film. Which, if you've seen the movie Prey, the Native American girl gets her hands on. I think there's only one way if Prey 2 is going to end. She's gonna die because this predator is gonna kill her and take that pistol. You think about it. Prey kind of set her up to die, not in a good way. She's gonna die. She's gonna be taken as a trophy. And there we got his left hand with his iconic blade that he just, come on out, boys. At the end of the film, let's see what do we get. Let's go with this one. See what we have here. There's another trophy. Which, if you've seen Predator 2, they had a bunch of different alien trophies. Not necessarily Xenomorphs, but this is that big skull trophy that they had hanging up there. I'm guessing the reason they're putting these trophies in is to signify that he killed these things. Because he is the elder, you know, the clan elder. He doesn't necessarily hunt anymore because he's pretty much earned his place within Yautja society. And that is the name of the predator race, the Yautja. One thing about Predator Badlands that I didn't hate is they actually got the name correct. Oh yeah, there we go. There's his head. I'm just kind of being gentle because... There we go. I'm going to have to hold it oddly here. I want you to see that. I'll get closer. I'll pick up all these pieces and we'll get in more detail here. Just going to set them down like that. Okay, there's nothing underneath that. So now, we've got his torso. We've got his body. He's just have his no hands, no head. This is his legs, arms, and those big ass wrist claws he's got. His gauntlet. And of course his power pack, his power cell pack. Very detailed. Again, I'm gonna get in closer for you guys to see. I just want to get it all unboxed first. I'm gonna seal this back up and clear away. We're going to need to look at the back of the box here just to see where some of these things go on the base. Seal that back up. Keep it right there. We're going to start with the base. We're going to start with his trophies. And those are necklaces. They hang right off his neck. I can see it on the box there. We're going to start with this one. Doesn't have a true connecting piece, it looks like. Just kind of looks like it sets on there. The Xenomorph head, though, has a connecting piece. I can see his foot goes there. This looks like it just sets. Sets on there. We might have to wait on that since there's no pins for that. Yeah, wait, no. It does have a groove here. So we'll have to find where that groove fits in. We're going to get the Xenomorph put on there. It has a groove and a little pin, and I see the hole right there. And it just fits right on there like that. Now this groove, there's no way it goes like that. I'm not really sure, guys. I'm not sure. Just going to hold off on that for now. We're going to get his torso. Look at that detail on that torso. Got all the straps. There's equipment. You got the bones of many have fallen. Here's the sheath for his blade, which we see him put that blade back in there after he sees Danny. His feet. You see the pinhole here. I know where that goes on the base. This little pouch, cloth. More little bones. Leg shielding. And then that gauntlet with the wrist blades. Yeah. Very detailed. Very nice. I'm going to put that right in there. Got peg hole. Boom. And this has to go somewhere. Like I said, there's a small groove here. Maybe it fits. Feels like it should fit right in here somewhere. Wait, I found it. Right like that. Boom. Alright. So, all these small little bits. Let's start with the plasma caster. A little peg hole. Oh, right like that. It fit in there perfectly. Alright. Let's do his trophy hand, the right hand. Again, magnets. They fit right in perfectly. Let's do the left hand with his scimitar. I'm just going to find, there's the right angle. There's the perfect angle for it. Yep, there, snapped right in. Once I figured the groove out, it snapped right in there. There we go. Now, his necklaces. You're very ginger with these, but the nice thing is his neck protrudes enough on the statue to fit these on. I think it's just personal preference how you want these things to lay. With all these little skulls and little doodads. One's a little longer. There. And then his head. Let's get you the detail on that head. Because if you've seen Alien vs. Predator Requiem, remember the Wolf Predator had a wall of biohelmets to use. Some of them having carvings on them denoting the detail on those dreads. Those leather dreadlocks of his. All the different kills and, you know, what he was wearing, the helmet. Now we just got to figure out exactly how this lines up, because all those dreadlocks, I'm going to say, watch that necklace. It's kind of wants to just like, you ain't going to get these necklaces on with that head on there. They're not that wide. Just about got it. Just got to angle the necklaces enough so the head will seat in there into his neck piece, around the dreadlocks. Maybe just pinch them in. No, I did not break one. They're intact. I'm just trying to figure out. Trying to untangle them. Figure out where is going to be the thinnest, best part. This is like the thinnest fishing wire I've ever seen in my life. You could barely catch a minnow with this fishing wire. It's so fine. There we go. It's twisted. There we go. Okay, there's that one. All the little bones and skulls, all those little trophies around his neck, just interfere. I think, yeah, that's on there. All right, I think we got it. I'm going to move the camera. Yes, these two are going on a shelf together. I'm gonna move that camera closer and, lower it down to a better level so you can see those statues side by side, because again, they're gonna go in on a shelf together with him in the middle. For now, be one side, the other side, but him in the middle between this predator and the jungle hunter. And yeah, he's looking pretty awesome right now. I'm super freaking excited for this. I'm just gonna zoom in. I'm gonna get in there for you to look at how badass this convention exclusive, event exclusive they call it. And you can actually see, I'm gonna run my finger. You can see my finger, you can see through the alien skull. There's that big one, he's fitted, he's actually seated into his exact spot. And holy crap. The Predator movies, again. Predator, oh no, I knocked his arm off. Oh, Predator's trying to kill the alien. We should have expected that. Just gotta be careful. Predator, great movie. Of course, iconic. 80s action sci-fi horror. I'm gonna get in close so you can see me. 80s action sci-fi horror. Great cast. Just it's one of those dumb fun movies that you can watch. And then of course Alien. We've already talked about Alien on Alien Day. We're going to talk about Predator. I was going to wait to do some Predator talk until I had the Jungle Hunter, but I got this guy, the Elder, first. So we're going to talk about him. And the Predator 2. My second favorite Predator movie. Predator 1's my favorite. Just a bunch of Green Berets doing their job. Meet an unstoppable killing machine. Well, mostly unstoppable. If it bleeds, you can kill it. Predator 2, set in the future LA. I mean, I don't know what's worse, present day LA or the LA in Predator 2. I mean, zombies or gang wars. Drugged out street zombies or gang wars. You take your pick. For those of you who live in California and have to deal with that. Would you rather have a predator hunting your city and taking people out? I mean, who would he hunt right now? There's no one really to hunt that would put up a good challenge. At least that one you had the Jamaicans versus the Colombians. And Big Willie, the Jamaican voodoo king. And the predator just shows up and you don't see the fight. You just see the predator there, pop out his wrist blades. And then, it wasn't even this predator. It was a jungle hunter. This is the Elder. He doesn't hunt. He tells the young guys, hey, go out and hunt. Earn some trophies. You see my trophies. You see my trophies. You see what I earn. I killed that prey girl. I got her gun. And that's a thing. So, we'll talk about Prey here in a second. Because I didn't hate the movie. I hated how dumb they made her seem, but we'll get there. Because we still have another... So we have Predator. We have Predator 2. Both great movies. Both good movies. Great movies. They're good movies. They're good movies. Predator is great, though. Predator 2 is very good. It's up there. It's a love it movie for me. Again, I told you my rating system of love it, like it, didn't hate it, and hot garbage. These movies right here are love it movies. I'm just going to move you in a little closer, and I'm going to tilt you up a little so I don't have to squat down as much to talk. There we go. And now I'm going to move you back. Again, I'm an amateur YouTuber here, guys. I'm having fun with this. Because I get to show you stuff and talk about the stuff I love. Predator. What was the third Predator movie? I guess you could say Alien vs. Predator. I didn't hate it. It kind of messed up the whole timeline of Alien and Predator. I actually liked Alien vs. Predator Requiem more. Because we got to see the Pred-Alien, the combination of these two species, which was, and they made it a queen, and the way it impregnated people, sticking that extended mouth into a woman. Only women. Dudes were food. Women were breeding vessels. Don't ask me. I don't know why they did that. Why is one person different than another? You're not getting to the womb through her stomach. Now, Alien vs. Predator Requiem, gotta watch the unrated version. They had a kid with a chest burster coming out of him. You don't see that in the rated version. That's only in the unrated. They lead up to it, but they don't show it. In the unrated, they show it. Also, when the Pred-Alien snatches that waitress in the diner who's pregnant, you're just like, oh, this is not going to go well for that baby, because that baby is food for those baby aliens. And then towards the climax of the film, towards the end, you get the maternity ward, and I'm just like, okay, you have had a chest burster come out of a kid. You have had one pregnant woman be infected. impregnated, and you know that those babies are going to eat that baby, and now you're in the maternity ward. How many babies are you going to kill in this movie? That movie just, oh, oh my goodness, just they killed so many babies. They didn't show it, obviously, but you know those Xeno babies, those chest bursters or belly bursters in that movie. You know they're eating flesh. They're eating those people. They're eating what's in their way. So, yeah, they killed a lot of babies in that movie. Which I was just like, you went there, and I give you props for going there. I mean, yeah, I guess if I were going to make a movie and I was putting them in that situation, you'd have to go there. So after the Alien versus Predator movies, where we have Predators, yeah, Predators, with Adrian Brody, who got ripped. I mean, that dude got jacked for that movie. And a whole different concept. They just snatched people off of Earth, like straight up gray alien style. Like, let's grab these guys, give them some probes, and, you know, give them the weapons they had while they were taken. So they took them. How? We never know. They gas them, they tranquilize them. What? I don't know. I've never seen a Predator use a tranquilizer rifle. In some of the Dark Horse comics, they've used nets to capture things. They generally didn't try and capture stuff, though. They just hunted things. I mean, they had a net in Alien vs. Predator and Predator 2. The net launcher was the first scene of that. First showing of the net launcher, which you did not want to get caught in that net because it will cut through you. In Alien vs. Predator, and an alien got caught in it, and the acid burned through it because it's not the special alloy that, like, they didn't have any of the special, they didn't even focus on the special alloys they talk about. They created a whole alloy, they named it for the Predator species on why, you know, it's acid resistant. I think it was called Zerbinium in the Dark Horse comics, but it was acid resistant. In the Dark Horse comics, when the Colonial Marines got their hands on it, they made anti-alien armor out of the stuff. They would reforge it. So yeah, Predators, again, I liked it. Danny Trejo was funny in it. And Tobey Maguire's character, that, you know, the serial killer. The Predators want the most dangerous people, and they took a serial killer, and it's like, yeah, I guess. Not really. You're up your alley of hunting, but he is a killer. So they just grabbed killers in that movie. Which makes sense, because the Predators in that movie were not like this one. They were of a different cast. I always thought them as bad bloods, but their hunting techniques were honorable in a way. They used their technology. They got, as Lawrence Fishburne's character said, they got better every hunting season. They adapted. They learned. And I'm just like, well, are they bad predators? Well, they just kind of get left there. They don't have a ship of their own. This breed of predator was sent there for I don't know if he was training to hunt humans or the other alien critters they captured, or if he was trying to hunt those other predators like they were his prey. I don't know. He was tied up and then he died really easily. He had the It's also the first appearance of the single blade instead of the dual blade like these predators had. The other predator had a single blade. That's why you had the whole samurai in the fields of grass scene, which is pretty cool. I mean, that guy, he went toe to toe with the falconer predator, as he was referred as, the falconer predator. Every predator had, like, this is the elder, gray or greyback. Again, it was a good movie. I liked it. Did I love it? No. Too many inconsistencies with the lore. But I liked it. And then we, what was the one after that? It was The Predator. And that was the one with Olivia Munn and Jake Busey. you hadn't seen in a while. And just really cocky government agents who were like, oh, we got ourselves a predator. And it's like, but it's not a predator, it's a sport hunter. I'm just like, oh. Stop womansplaining to us what this alien that hunts us for a living is. He's a predator. A predator doesn't necessarily mean you have to hunt for food. I guess if you want to call him a game hunter, he's a game hunter. Doesn't, again, like they say in the movie, it doesn't roll off the tongue like Predator does. And then it got hokey because they were like, oh, they're taking DNA from other species. And I'm like, no, this is the species. This is it. Stop screwing with lore and just make it this guy. And then he had the Uber Predator who wore no armor because he had under the skin armor. So they have cybernetics now. Okay, yeah. And they also created some nanotech. And I'm just like, none of these fans, none of these people that work on the Predator were fans of the Predator, of the Yautja. And then you had Prey, which was the primitive Yautja. Presumably coming to Earth for the first time, which Alien vs. Predator completely, they just shit all over any kind of canon they try to create. You have a Prey, which again, I was intrigued. I want to see Predator films set in different times. I would love to see a World War II Predator hunting both Allies and Axis in Europe. That would be awesome. Just trolling the battlefield, the Nazis and the Allies not knowing who is kicking their asses, but how many people want to see them, Predator knock off an SS officer, or one of those big, you always see it, like in Indiana Jones, you saw the big German guy on the airfield that Indy has the fist fight, and then he gets him in the propeller blade. You want to kind of see that, and then you want to see him like the Predator get killed by a US GI in World War II. That would be fun. It'd be fun. Then we have Killer of Killers, the animated ones, which I only got through the Viking segment. Again, Predator, Vikings, that would be a cool live action one. Be very intriguing. They did an animated style. I didn't see beyond that story. I saw to the end of that story, and then they snatch her like they do in Predators. I don't remember, because again, I was just not enthralled in that story at all. But then you have Predator Badlands, which brings us into the Weyland-Yutani Aliens future universe. Again, the best part of that movie is they got the name right of the Predator species. They did not get the Predator species right. They get their cloak before they get their plasma cannon. That's lore. To earn that. If they wanted to do earning the cloak, they shouldn't have had the plasma caster. Because there are steps to become a young blooded veteran hunter, and then which a blooded is very early veteran hunter, and then you become an elder. Means you've hunted some of the nastiest stuff. People being some of the nastiest stuff too, because we are clever. Xenomorphs, they can be clever, but they're very instinctual. This thing, whatever this thing is, probably instinctual, just big, mean, and tough. But humans, the reason they like coming to Earth is we're clever. We catch on to what you are, we'll try and figure you out and beat you. Which was used in the Predator movie. Not well, mind you, because, again, the best Predator movies, the Predator and Predator 2. You can just not watch, watch Predators, because, again, it didn't suck. And you get to see Adrian Brody ripped.
I mean, you got to give him props as an actor for getting that jacked for that movie. And Tobey Maguire's character was kind of funny. But yeah, no, the Predator Badlands was just very poorly done. Again, didn't even finish watching Killer of Killers. I consider that movie hot garbage. Predator Badlands, hot garbage. The Predator, hot garbage. Predator 1, Predator 2, loved them. Predators, I liked it. It's not a horrible film. Different. Good cast. Very diverse from different points of, you have to also wonder, did they take those people from different points in time, not just different places on Earth? Because the one guy was a merc. Adrian Brody was a merc. Sniper Chick was a revolutionary fighter in her country. Danny Trejo was a straight-up cartel member, a kidnapper. Which I think he mentions he's part of the Northern Cartel in Tijuana. Walton Goggins, the ghoul from Fallout. He was a funny character too. A serial rapist and killer. Why are the Predators worrying about that and the serial killer? It's not really up their wheelhouse, but unless these are bad bloods that don't necessarily give a crap about their proficiencies, just their body counts, sure, whatever. But generally, they went after cops and soldiers because they kind of fit a pattern for them. Not just body count, but a certain level in society. But yeah, Predator, great movie. Predator 2, great movie. Watch them. Predator 2 is when Bill Paxton hits the trifecta. Terminator, Aliens, Predator 2. Killed by Terminator, Alien, Predator. He was the first. Lance Henriksen hits that later. And I loosely say that he was killed by an alien because he was Bishop. He was an android in Aliens. I loosely say that he was killed because he was still alive. She just flipped the switch to turn him off, not to waste resources on him at the end of Aliens. So was he really killed? Was he the second person to make the trifecta? Because in Terminator he was a cop, and the best scene in the Terminator movie was the Terminator just going through that police precinct, wasting everyone. He killed everyone in there, except for Sarah and Kyle. They got away. Everyone else was killed. He laid waste to every patrolman, every detective, everyone. Desk sergeants. Got in his way. He drove a car into the desk sergeant. So he did get killed by a Terminator. Bill Paxton in the same movie killed by a Terminator. So they're 1 for 1 there. Aliens, Hudson dragged under, most likely impregnated and killed by an alien with a chest burster. So yes, that's 2 for Bill Paxton. Lance Henriksen, not until and Aliens, again, they were in the same movie. Aliens, you had Bishop, and again, I'm tentative on this because he wasn't really dead. He just got torn in half by the Queen. He just got turned off because he shows back up in Alien 3. So I'm not giving him a trifecta on that. Bill Paxton's the only one with the trifecta, not Lance Henriksen. Lance Henriksen has a Terminator and a Predator and AVP, which the Predator didn't even want to kill him in AVP until he took his oxygen tank and turned it into a flamethrower and set the thing on fire And then it was like, all right, I was going to let you live because you're weak and have cancer, but screw it. I'll put you out of your misery. I'm not going to take the trophy because you're not worth it. I'm just going to kill you. I'm just going to gank you because you just wouldn't stop. Give him props for that. You know, he wasn't making it out of there anyway. Something was going to get him. I mean, especially since he had a handicap to begin with. Hey, Lincoln, you want to wake up and say bye to everybody? Because we're going to finish up the video here for this week. We did a long one. It's over an hour. He's just laying over there staring at me. You want to come here? Say goodbye? Oh, this way? Come here? But yeah, Predators. Yep. Did you see the Predator statue? You didn't come over and check it out. Yeah. He's a little bummed. It's a rainy day. And on this rainy day, we're going to go play some The Sinking City Remastered. I mentioned it earlier. When I get that collector's box, I am going to do an unboxing for the collector's box. Because I want to show off that Deep One statue. It looks pretty cool. From what I saw, it's been over a year now since I've seen it. I pre-ordered it when they first put it up. I did for the collectors, $500. Same with the Hellraiser game that's coming out. I did the pre-order with that for $500. It was worth it. This is all worth it. This is fun. Sharing my nerdiness. I did get the pre-order. I did get the collector's edition of the first Destroy All Humans game. And as soon as I got my statue cabinet and started throwing stuff in it, it was sitting on a shelf, and I was like, I'm gonna do this one. I didn't even do an unboxing video for it. I just grabbed the stuff out of it because I had already opened it and looked at it. So I pulled the statue out, which is Crypto flying with his jetpack. I'll show it to you. It's in the statue case. So when I showcase the statue cases, when I'm finished filling them with statues, which the smaller case is just about done. I think I just need to move a couple things around in it to show it better. But we're gonna go enjoy the rest of our rainy Saturday with some Sinking City remastered, because I'm interested to see what it looks like remastered. I have not played the remastered version. It's very Lovecraftian, set in an island off of the coast of Massachusetts. And it takes place after after Innsmouth. If you're familiar with H.P. Lovecraft, I forget the exact story. My favorite stories are actually in the mountains, at the Mountains of Madness, and Shadow Out of Time, and Call of Cthulhu. No, Shadow over Innsmouth. Shadow over Innsmouth. That is the which I just saw. D&D is linking H.P. Lovecraft with their Ravenloft setting, which Ravenloft is one of my favorite settings, book-wise, to read and wish I could play. So I might have to pick those up, because I have all the other Ravenloft books. And I should be getting my expansion to Everyday Heroes, which is the newest version of the D20 Modern, which was version 3.5 by Wizards of the Coast. The people that made that created Everyday Heroes, and I became a Kickstarter on their Return of the Living Dead. There's a bunch of physical stuff that's coming with that. A dice tray, a dice rolling cup. They look pretty cool. A figure pin of the Tarman, a Tarman plushie. I'm getting a Tarman plushie, which I'll have to keep away from this guy because he thinks any kind of plushie is for him. And my ex-girlfriend got me a Gizmo that he's been sniffing at since Christmas. She got me a Gizmo plushie. Plus I have a Grogu that one of my exes got me. That he sniffs at, because I used to get him Grogu Chew toys. I had gotten him 3 of those. He went through 3 of them. Because the first thing he does is rip off his sash, and then rips off his ears, and then rips the rest of them apart. He has no love for Grogu, which I don't blame him. I mean, that's Disney's cash grab right now, right there. And Iron Studios is coming out with a bunch of little Grogu statues, and I'm like, better late than ever. I mean, than never for you to try and cash grab on that. That movie is not going to do well. It looks like hot garbage. I'm not going to watch it. I like the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian. I watched the Book of Boba Fett, which turned into Mandalorian season 2.5, which if you watch season 3 of The Mandalorian and not watch Book of Boba Fett, you have no idea what's going on. It's retarded what they did. But that's Disney's whole thing now, is you have to do homework for everything that they are putting out. If you don't watch this, you won't understand this. And it's like, I just want to watch something and enjoy it. I don't want to have to do homework. I don't want to have to go watch 3 other things that I really don't want to watch just to understand what's happening in this. I'm hoping with Avengers Doomsday, which I have no high hopes for, mind you. No high hopes. I'm going to see it. I don't know if I'll see it in theater. I didn't even see Mortal Kombat 2 in theater. I didn't see Mortal Kombat 1 in theater because I think that was COVID that came out. And I just watched it on streaming. Mortal Kombat 2, and I was just like, I'm not going to go see that in the theater for the fact that I know it's just a fighting movie. You're trying, I mean, it's like any of the Mortal Kombat movies. They're not great. I like them. They're entertaining. I'm going to take my copy of Mortal Kombat DVD from the 90s to Steel City Con and get Christopher Lambert to sign it because he played Raiden. I'm like, you got the Highlander to play Raiden. You got the white French guy to play a Japanese god of thunder and lightning. Okay, whatever. It's fun. I laugh. Shang Tsung was the best part of that movie just because of the actor and, the acting. I mean, Goro is just goofy looking. I mean, intimidating, but goofy. Goro in the newer Mortal Kombat was better, but he died kind of shitty. I mean, I don't know. The new Mortal Kombat movie, my favorite part was Scorpion and Sub-Zero, which are my 2 favorite characters. Followed by Baraka, which is why I'm the only reason I really want to see Mortal Kombat 2, and Carl Urban as Johnny Cage, which was just like, all right, this is just, everyone wants Carl Urban because of everything he's done. I mean, Dredd, Billy Butcher and the Boys, which horrible ending to that show. I like the start of it. I never read the comics, and I saw that they are doing omnibuy of the comics for the Boys, and I'm really considering grabbing them and just binge reading them all like crazy. Because I hear the comics are way different than the show, which I'm just like, that's not surprising. That's like most movies are way different than the books, except for It. The new It movies, It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, and I have not watched Welcome to Derry Season 1. I have it on my list to watch. I heard the premise of it, the Black Spot incident, which I think it's cool what they're doing with that show. But we're going to talk about that in those movies next week when we do It and Army of Darkness Ash Statue next week. This week was Alien and Elder Predator because they just came in. They're brand new statues. What are you huffing about? Are you going to say bye? Come here. Come here. Come here. Give me a kiss. Right here. See, this is a bulldog. You want him to do something, he ain't going to do it. He came over, and then he laid here, and now he's huffing and puffing. Maybe you have to go potty. You have to go out. All right, we're going to say goodbye. If you guys liked the video, like, share, subscribe, comment. I've got more statues pre-ordered. Pre-ordered Jungle Hunter Printer I mentioned. Cobra Commander on the Throne is pre-ordered. And I pre-ordered the new He-Man riding Battle Cat for the new Masters of the Universe movie, because beginning of June here, I'm gonna start doing movie reviews for movies that I go and see, like that freshly come out that I actually want to see. I don't care. So my first two, because I'm gonna go the same weekend and see both of them, because I want to see if they have the popcorn bucket that they have advertised for Scary Movie. It looks hilarious. I'm gonna get it. I have a couple other popcorn buckets. The Dune one that looks like a sandworm, like a prolapsed butthole, and the Jaws one, 50th anniversary of Jaws last year. I forget what I went and saw, but they had the Jaws bucket, and I grabbed it because it's just Jaws. It's Bruce's head, and if you know, Bruce is the name of the mechanical shark, but it's Bruce's head, and I'm like, I should find a mount like you would get for like antlers for a deer, or you know, something that you hunt, and like drill it to the mountain, hanging on the wall like a trophy for shits and giggles. But yeah, so beginning of June here, I'm going to go see Masters of the Universe, give you a review on that, because I do have it to compare it to both the cartoon that I watched as a kid in the late, all through the 80s. I was born in 82. Through the 80s, and the late 80s Dolph Lundgren Masters of the Universe, which I don't hate. I own it on Blu-ray. I do not hate that movie. That is a go-to feel-good movie for me from being a kid. And I know a lot of people give it crap. I don't hate it. I like it. Do I love it? No, I don't love it. I like it. Because it's a feel-good thing from my childhood. We all have that nostalgia stuff. I am wearing another Fright Rag shirt. You know, Joe Bob Brigg, Beelzebub Bash, one of the Halloween specials, with him and Darcy the Mail Girl. Got that from Fright Rags. Again, like most of my wardrobe is from Fright Rags. But you guys have a good weekend. I hope it's not raining where you are. I think we had over an inch of rain here at least. It's been raining since last night. And, new show on Netflix by the Duffer Brothers. If you're, we did a Stranger Things statue, and we talked about Stranger Things a little bit. I know I keep dragging things on. But I did want to mention this. It was in my brain earlier to mention it, and I just kicked in. The Burrows. New show by the Duffer Brothers. Geriatric Stranger Things, basically. It's not bad though. It's interesting. I don't want to give any spoilers away. Good casting. Bill Pullman, Alfred Molina, Gina Davis. Don't remember most of the. Dennis O'Hare, which if you've seen American Horror Story, he's in a bunch of them. Good casting. Story is interesting. Left me wanting to know a little more. So, where they ended with the first season, there's a little bit of a cliffhanger type thing, and it's like they haven't renewed it for a second season. I think they're waiting. It only just came out on the 21st. I binged it all yesterday. I did last night. It's only 8 episodes, under 60 minutes per episode. So if you take into account that there's credits, about 40 minutes per episode. Basically Stranger Things. Length-wise, interesting. I did notice a name, Jose Molina. I'm wondering if he's Alfred Molina's son or something. I don't know. I didn't look it up yet. Good casting. Interesting concept. I want a little bit more explained. I did look up. They have it planned for 3 seasons, which I'm just like, good. Start making them before these people die, because again, they're all old. Bill Pullman's in it, very briefly, which is good because he's probably one of the oldest ones there. Gina Davis, I haven't seen in a long while, but She looks good for her age. Kind of gilfy, if you think about it. Because she's way beyond milfy. She's definitely, I mean, she was milfy when I was a teenager. She's gilfy now. Which there is a fun, interesting tidbit about that with her in the show. Like, a romantic thing that she gets into. Again, like, share, subscribe. Check out the Burrows. I'm always watch the first 2 episodes, see if you get into it before. Just don't watch the first one and quit. Gotta watch a couple episodes. If you get it, if it's something catches you that you're intrigued, you'll want to go out with the rest. I just binged it. That's the one good thing Netflix does, is the binge. I mean, not for longevity of your show, but just because if you're interested, you don't want to wait. Like, Game of Thrones is coming out this summer, House of the Dragon, new season, and they'll do that weekly, which for that kind of show it works. But for a mystery show, a weekly thing would work if you can catch people with the first episode. This one caught me with the first episode because I like the casting. I like the actors in it. I wanted to see where they went with it and how they acted with it. And Dee Wallace Stone is in the very first episode. Iconic horror actress. Critters. She's in it for about the first 5 minutes. And I'm just like, you got a lot of old actors, but I guess kill off the oldest ones and save the rest because they might not die. Like, when you're working with older actors, you can't waste time. You better, if you're going to renew it, you better renew it and start filming it, because people drop like flies. Look at Kyle Busch, 41 years old. He won a NASCAR race a week ago, and now he's passed on. That's a shame. I did hear that they're going to hold his number in case his son decides to be a race car driver when he gets old enough. I think he gets 8. So the kid's got like 10 years before he can take his dad's number 8 number. Oh, no, the number is 8. I don't know how old his son is. But what if he doesn't go into NASCAR? I guess they'll just retire the number. Unless maybe his grandson decides to race. Who knows? I don't know. It's just a shame. But if you're going to use older people for a show, you can't wait. Like the Stranger Things kids, where they start out as 11, by the end they're 40. You can't wait. You gotta get on the ball here. You gotta move it. If you're just gonna do a second season just to explain the first one, I'm fine with that. Just explain stuff. Give me some explanations. I know you don't want to do that if you have a plan, but your plan involves old people that could drop on a dime. So, anyway, sorry for rambling again. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the statues. Maybe you'll consider, like me, going out of your way to find this one, the convention exclusive, Elder Predator, Greyback, Predator 2. He is a convention Iron Studios exclusive, so he's going to be a little more rare. Big Chap just came out of pre-order and is shipping to those who pre-ordered. So quantities are limited on these. Iron Studios, when they run out, you have to go to secondhand retailers to find them. This is going to cost you a little more than if you just went through Iron Studios. And again, love these franchises, despite the flaws that they have with them now. The iconic first one and second one of each of these franchises are loved movies. So check them out. Like, share, subscribe. Lincoln snoring. He went over to his bed again. But he says goodbye. He hopes you all have a nice weekend. Ooh. Trying not to rattle that while I get up here to turn it off. But you guys have a good week. We'll see you next week for Ash from Army of Darkness and Pennywise from It. And this is J Dog signing out. Later.